And we are live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Kings of Pop Culture is back in action. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but you know, you know how it is. We're always late
It be
sometimes.
like that sometimes.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that. But have no fear, we are here with the Departed Watch Party. Now, I won't kick this off until Ryan Jackson joins us probably half an hour in a bit, about 25 minutes. So what do I want to talk about for the next 20 minutes until we kick it off? Well, there's been some news the last couple of days, and most of it we will save for next week or the week after, and we'll go more in depth with it. But as my friend Lovely suggested, celebrate good times.
Come on.
Get out of here. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Get out of here. About time. I'll tell you what. What's the geezer's name again?
David Zaslav.
I would happily kiss that guy's shoes right now because I tell you what, right? And you know, shout out to everyone in the chat. Welcome. But I am so thrilled that these shows are bye. You know, the NSYNC song from the early thousands.
Yeah.
Let's get them play that as well. You know, there's 50 fucking ways to get the hell out of here. Just slip out the back, you know, like that song as well. You know, get them out of here. Get them out of here. And you know, be gone. Away.
Yeah.
Go. Vamos. Out you
Thank
go.
you.
Because
Thank you.
I don't want people to get the impression that I agree. It was good for the first 2.5, and then after that, it kind of fell apart for me. But the thing is with these shows is I don't want people to get the impression that, you know, I'm all of a sudden a hater or I hate this about it or this messaging or this political ideal. It's not about that. It's about characters getting treated poorly. It's storylines being wasted and then characters executed poorly. I think, you know, shout out to my bro if you're watching. I'll use his example as well. Is you have Mullus, like this demonic, like demon that comes into the fold in Legends, and they treat it as a joke. Like they have him lose to a teddy bear. Then you have the Anti-Monitor in Crisis on Infinite Earths, you know, going toe to toe with people that are shooting guns at him. No, that's like Black Widow walking up to Thanos and shooting him with an Uzi. It's not working. And as we saw in Infinity War, the minute she tried running, he was like, "Yeah, get out of here, bye bye." And that's not a thing at Black Widow. That's just like, even if Hawkeye ran at him, it would be like, okay, bye, away you go. And as I've said before, the CW shows follow a very specific formula where, whoopsie daisy, Villain of the Week is brought in. Barry, for instance, will lose to Villain of the Week. Hallway speech, I'm not fast enough, moping for 3 hours, fights Villain of the Week, becomes faster because of some contrived plot device, beats Villain of the Week again, has another hallway speech, has a big team speech about, I now know what I need to do, end credit stinger for the next week's villain, roll credits, next week repeat the same fucking thing all over again. Like every single episode.
Jacob, if you're forgetting one more thing, the most important part, the girl that they both like each other, but they never get with each other, but they like each other, but they don't get with each other.
The obvious couple who should be together, but because of, again, contrived reasons, a bit like what The Walking Dead is doing, and that's a whole other fucking shit show, and I'll talk about that in another time. But it's like Connie and Daryl on The Walking Dead should be together by now. Instead, we've got Rosita and Gabriel, we've got Eugene's love story, we got the King and Carol. You know, it's like, why are we not getting the two characters together who, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they're just dragging it out. So for a running theme of The Flash is Barry and Iris.
Yeah.
Will they, won't they? And on that, Arrow decided to please the Elicity shippers instead of Laurel and Oliver, which is the comic accurate romance. Now, I understand it doesn't always translate to screen, but my problem was it didn't become an issue for me until they made it an issue with, you know, you could have Felicity and Oliver together. Okay, fine, cool. I don't get a say. But then they had Laurel say like Laurel was on her deathbed saying, "I know that I'm not the love of your life, but you'll always be the love of mine." Like, why would you why would you put that in there just to appease shippers? And that's what these CW shows tend to do. Is shipping, we all do shipping on a subconscious level, but there comes a degree, like as I say with Cobra Kai, there is a degree with shipping where you got to go, there's real relationships in the real world for a reason, and we must always remember not to invest so heavily into it to the point where if X, Y, and Z happens and A, B, C doesn't happen, that it's a bad thing or whatever. And I think, it gets to an obsession. And what I love about these Kings of Pop Culture streams is these are like the Avengers streams. These are the episodic big event streams. And then my spin-off Chosen Lives are like, the Easter eggs. But essentially, I might do a video on fandom obsession and the dark side to it, because there is a dark side to it. And I think the CW shows have really shown me how some fans can react to certain things. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. In the early seasons of The Flash or Arrow, I was the same way. But then you kind of get to a point where you're just like, man, the story for this is just so contrived and so whack that you're like, man, what on earth are they doing? And then, it's at a point now where I'm not sad that Legends is cancelled. Like, I'm like, good, put that show out of its misery. Get it off the air. Get it off the air. And,
dude,
it's basically Outer Banks with superpowers.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Jacob, but like, I just need we need to have a moment of silence for thanking David Zaslav for just doing the stuff that should have been done like 10 years ago.
You're damn right. A moment of silence in the chat for David Zaslav.
Thank you. All right.
I would gladly kiss that guy's shit. Within 5 minutes, he's done the right thing. Tristan asked, do you think they'll cancel the... Yes, all of them. Get rid of all of them. Seriously, if you don't leave any... You leave no stone unturned. You get rid of all of them.
David Zaslav is the... Like, I know people like David Zaslav, like they're these people that are... They want to make money. They don't care what you look like. They don't care what you talk like. They don't care who you're messing with or outside of work. When you're on their company time, they're going to ask you, all right, is this making money? And if you give them the well or anything,
they don't want to hear that. They want numbers.
Yeah, he's a numbers guy. That's how he's been in this. Yeah, he's by the books, and that's what Warner Brothers needed. Like, they need some type of structure, and we're finally starting to get that a little bit.
Exactly, and we're in a turning point. Like, don't be surprised if, and I was saying this to you, is that if Man of Steel 2 is announced like next week, this guy is already my favorite. Like, make a character for DC movies and put his character in it. Like, I'm serious, engrave him in history. The Flash is already confirmed to season 9. Sadly, well. The reason that is because The Flash is one of the OG CW shows. And I think that show, unlike Legends, get that shit show the fuck out of here. And unlike Batwoman, get that god-awful shite out of here. That was... The fact that even went 3 seasons is a fucking miracle.
Yeah.
I want The Flash to at least get a good send-off, because the early seasons of The Flash I really enjoyed. I want that season 9 to get a really good send-off and... tie it all together, give everyone a happy ending, give it closure. I might watch the final episode just for, because I watched the earlier seasons, just to say, hey, I saw the ending. But yeah, The Flash is next, 100%. That's the next one. Is Superman and Lois. Well, I haven't actually got round to watching it because it's connected to CW and I've been put off. But I have heard that it's good. And the reason that is because HBO are more involved than CW are. So that might be the reason as to why that is. If it is the case, then you keep that going.
And also the director, Amy Jo Johnson, a.k.a. Kimberly from the Power Rangers, she actually knows the superhero, how superheroes are supposed to work. So, like, from what I keep on hearing, she's doing pretty good or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, then she's got my blessing.
Yeah. So that I'm gonna give it a watch once season 2 is done, and then you guys will hear my opinion on it.
Yes, I agree. Batwoman shouldn't have even made the air. That was doomed to fail the minute that trailer dropped. The Flash season 1 and 2 always have a special place in my heart.
See, the way Batwoman could have been better is if they would have just toned down on the feminism ideas and like start telling us the story, man. Like tell us why.
Is the thing is, you know, Captain Marvel did it, but at least with Captain Marvel, the movie was, I mean, it's not a favorite of mine, but it is a good movie, you know, and it did it was successful, and it did capture an audience. Batwoman didn't land with anyone because I think you can tell it's fake, like it's fake pandering. It's not done in a way, and obviously pandering isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you want to do it in a way where it's not doing it just to say
it's not true.
Hey,
it's not true.
We've got this. You know, you want people to be invested in a story worth telling, you know?
Yeah, like the stuff when she says the suit will be better if it fits a woman. I'm like, what?
Like that's just disrespectful to Batman's legacy.
I'm like, first of all, who are you, heifer? Like, second of all, like, no one did ask for you. Like,
no, it's just cringe stuff. It's just like it gets to a point where it's like the story takes a back seat to sticking a middle finger to, you know, that kind of stuff, and it's just like, you know, if you want to bring social justice to it, well, that's fine, you know, but you know, social justice exists in pretty much anything we watch, but there is a balance that you can strike.
You have to have a balance of it. Because I put it like this way, I always say this, and this is what my film teacher always told me, like, if you tell me who you voted for inside your movie, then you didn't do a good job or whatever. Like, it's like, that's the best way. That's the best way I can tell you. Like, you didn't do a good job. Like,
yeah, this is true. But even then, like, some things just aren't. They're just not for you anyway. Like, I mean, Batwoman. Like, I gave it a shot. I was like, you know what? If anyone likes this, can't imagine why. Then, hey, if you like it, all the power to you. No one liked Batwoman. No one at all. It's like,
I mean, it averaged only like 400,
Legends, but no one likes Batwoman.
Like from what I was looking up, it averaged about 400,000 viewers each week. That show should have been canceled. It should have been canceled.
And I guarantee you 200,000 of them were just scrolling on the channel and were just doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
Weren't actually engaging with the story. They were just watching it because it was on.
Dude, I was 10 seconds in when I saw Batwoman, and I was like, no.
Like, I gave it a chance, but I just, and it's, you know, I don't have a problem myself with like pandering and all that kind of stuff. If you want to do that, that's fine. Yeah. You know, but the subject matter surrounding the story shouldn't be. And I want to say this in the right way because you know everything has a political undertone, but it's you want to do it in a way where it's not just like, okay, we've got this, come see our movie. And I'll give an example that can balance the scales. Okay, Force Awakens, you know, just as a quick example. That trailer drops. Finn is plastered all over that trailer. Even the moment when Poe punches him, the Jedi literally punches him. The camera lingers on Finn. They clickbaited it, so everyone will go, hey, we've got a black Jedi. Come see our movie. No, bait and switch. White woman has the lightsaber.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, it's literally
it's not cool.
It's not organic. Like that's my problem with it. Is it's not genuine. Like, say what you will about Fast and Furious, right? But that franchise has badass female characters, badass male characters, and it's organic. It's believable. Like I mean, I don't know about the story. That's not believable. But the character, but the characters themselves, you know, they don't have like the way they sort of touched upon it was, you know, they had usually the character who, like, I think, yes, it was Mia. Mia would be the woman in the chair sort of operating from behind the scenes. But in the most recent movie, she was brought into the fold a bit more, like to get in on the action. And she said, you know, the world's grown, Dom. You know, I can handle myself with this one. I got this. Like, and that in and of itself, there's a messaging there. But it's a good messaging, and
It's a
and
good
they
messaging.
actually service her, and you're like, yes, finally she's in on the. Finally, she's kicking ass with them. But then when you look at Batwoman or CW with the way they do these characters, I'm like, this is just a cringe fest. Even with the guys, I'm like, you know, when all the guys are together and they're doing these weird scenes, I'm like, guys, don't talk
like
to each
they
other
like
this.
like they always have to apologize for stuff. I'm like, why are you apologizing?
Bro, Arrow season 6 pissed me off more than any other season. They contrived a story civil war. Oh, thank you, Sevia. They contrived a civil war between Oliver and all of his crew, right? And it wasn't earned. It wasn't organic. It came literally out of nowhere. And it was literally Oliver bad, Oliver bad, Oliver bad. When he'd done nothing wrong. Like, you know, he just had to make the calls as the leader. And it was contrived just for the sake of saying, hey, we've got a civil war. That's literally
not how you do it.
That's not how you do it. That is not how you do it. And then when they went to killing Oliver off, you know, they basically gave Green Arrow all of Batman storylines. Let's just call it what it is. But, you know, I kind of liked it in a way because this show made Green Arrow more of a badass. Like, to me, he was just the Robin Hood type kind of guy, but a Hawkeye knockoff, if you know what I mean. But with the first couple of seasons of Arrow, I was like, "Oi, this dude's bad to the bone. He's Batman with a bow and arrow." Like, fuck yeah. But with the latest seasons, I don't know what. Like, the first half of season 7, they locked him in prison, and it was based on like Batman's storyline where he was locked in a supermax against like some of his previous villains. That shit was sick. I was like, yes, more of that. And then he gets out of prison, and we're back to square one. But you know, it's just the way things play out in these CW shows. They do stuff that is not organic, and they do stuff that I don't believe because the seasons are too long. Like, they're like 16, 18 episodes.
I was gonna say this. Like, the thing about CW shows is like they don't know when to like stop. In my opinion, like if I'm David Zaslav going forward with this CW stuff or whatever, I'm gonna tell them straight up, like, listen. And this is what David Zaslav has actually been telling his people. Like, he wants to make Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman the pinnacle of DC. And he was asking people questions. Why is Superman being mistreated? Why is Batman? Why are we having too much Batman? Why is Wonder Woman, like, he's asking these questions and none of them could have came up with an answer.
He's asking what everyone is thinking. What the hell are they doing over there? Like,
it's like,
why is Superman not being utilized? Why is Batman got like 50 fucking versions? Why is Wonder Woman all over the place? Like, figure your stuff out. And now they've got a Kevin Feige. They have a Kevin Feige now at last.
Like, he's not. I don't think he's gonna be over the whole entire DC thing because his plan is to try to find somebody that's
he'll get like a creative team that can
a creator CEO type that knows the superheroes. But he was just asking the questions of like, what the heck is going on here? Why is Superman? Why we only have one Superman movie? Why is there like 50 million Batmans? Like, what's going on here? Where's the structure? Like,
exactly, because like he'll hire like a creative team, so he won't be like Kevin Feige in the aspect of where Kevin's more involved creatively. But even if you can't get a Kevin Feige, he's got the business sense of Kevin Feige, where he knows, like, you've got Henry Cavill who wants to play the role. People want him to play the role. People love him as Superman, and he loves playing Superman, and he's money. Like, Man of Steel, I don't think made a huge amount when it first came out, but over time, you know, this is why I say one important thing when movies come out is if they don't make a lot of money in their first release, but you know there's sequels and stuff, give it time. Like, hype will happen, anticipation will happen, and by the time a Man of Steel 2 would be announced, it would make almost triple than that of the first film because the hype would be there. So he's probably looked at all these factors and said, why in the frog's fat ass have you not given us or not given people a Man of Steel 2?
Yeah.
what are you doing? And he might not be an uber fan of the characters, like in the comics.
Most
And all
of
that
these
stuff.
CEOs are not uber fans of this,
Yeah,
but he's looking from a business
money.
business. Yeah, he's like,
Makes sense.
okay, why is there not a Superman movie? Like, how come? Why is there 50 million Batmans? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
shout out to Batman, but Batman carries DC on his back. Like,
If it
his
wasn't
back
for
is
Batman,
broken.
you would have no brand over there.
Yeah, if Batman was not there, like DC will be dead in the water, bro.
They would be. They would be. Even in the animated department, he's carrying in there too. Like
Yeah,
and it's just Batman everywhere, It's like
yeah.
and the problem
And I
for
like
me is
Batman.
there's
He's my
so
favorite
many
hero.
characters like Green Lantern, Flash, Aquaman,
Cyborg.
Shazam, Doctor Fate, Black Adam,
Yeah.
There's so many. The DC lore is so rich with these
Yeah.
characters that if you think the Arrowverse has got cool characters, most of them are D-list. Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking like I want Red Tornado. I want what's his name? Atom. I want all these guys, to be done right. And we've got potential for that now.
Yeah. And
finally,
I mean, like I said, like I saw a comment talking about Wonder Woman. Let's go back to like some of the stuff like female characters done right. Shout out to Gal Gadot because like when they try to make it just only for a female movie, she turned around on them and says like, no, it's for everybody because like there's a lot of males that look up to women too or whatever. Like,
yeah. Oh, dude, she became my hero when she said that. I was like, thank you. How many guys look up to their mothers? Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
she said like she even told her that girl, she was saying like there's guys that look up to their moms, their sisters, their aunts or whatever, their wives, their girlfriends or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hell, we even live in an age now where some of their best friends will be a girl as well. Like you never know.
It's because she saw what Brie Larson did and she did the opposite, and like that's why her movie is like one of the number one movies in DC.
Yeah, and we also got to remember, like when Captain Marvel came out, it was between two of the most hyped superhero movies of all time. Like it's that is key as well. But it was basically just Green Lantern, but with Brie Larson, essentially. Pretty much. And then little Super Saiyan knockoff, but it was all right. For me, it was just very generic, very formulaic. But hey, if you people in the chat or the comment section like it, then fair play. All the power to you.
They play it safe.
Yeah, but I mean, on that, it is a good point that you raise. Is that and I already love Gal because she was in Fast and Furious beforehand, and she played a badass character in that. And again, shout out to Fast and Furious. She was former Mossad kind of soldier, and she was good with guns and like the utility member of the team.
Yeah,
but I agree, Cobra. She was great in that. But essentially, it's that kind of approach where it's like, okay, we're not going to alienate anyone here. Men look up to these guys too. And Steve in the film, he isn't a bumbling buffoon. He's practical.
He got treated with respect.
He isn't stupid. Essentially, they don't, just because she's in an element that isn't, her own, they don't make her stupid either. It's just her adapting to this weird world, and then he's adapting to her world. Like it's the meeting of two worlds,
Yeah.
Done so well.
They didn't do the cop out of like, oh, she already knows what to do inside a new world. Like, oh, you mean like,
That one's for you.
Hell yes. Smallville was the best CW show. I will die on that hill. Like
at this point, it'll be the only CW show.
I mean, I find that kind of weird that CW knows how to get Superman correctly, but they can't do it with it.
Can't do it with nothing else. They cannot do it with anything else. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
But yeah, man.
It's so good that we're just on the owl,
Yeah, David is basically just telling he basically just put everybody on watch saying like, all right, like if you ain't making money, you going to get fired. He's pretty much saying your projects ain't going to be approved.
Yeah,
Like,
or I'm just trimming off the fat. Like he's probably
yeah,
thinking, right, these are like soap operas and not good soap operas like Cobra Kai where they're fun, like a soap
yeah,
opera with
yeah,
superpowers. He's probably thinking, get this out of here.
yeah.
No.
No one
Like
watches this.
he probably watched The Batman in the cinema and then he watched an episode of The Flash. Like that's probably what happened. He was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck is this shit? This is
yeah.
not we're not no, we're not having these in even the same multiverse. Get
Because
this out.
like now the people are saying because of this new Batgirl show or whatever, like that's about to come out or whatever. I guess Gotham Knights or whatever. I'm gonna give it like uh I think they only get one season or
Yeah.
whatever. But like it's gonna be one of those things it better make some money. But I don't think it's gonna make money just based off of the cast or whatever. Like I
Mhm.
wouldn't be surprised if it only happens for one season.
Yeah, it could
Because
be a one season wonder.
yeah,
If this guy has anything to say about it, like I really wouldn't be surprised if that season happens after the Flash and then that's it for CW. I wouldn't be shocked if you don't see any CW DC stuff
because
forever.
like
I think that would be it.
they're trying to sell CW, but no one wants it. Like
No one wants it, you know. So
and
they're basically saying, "Hey, we're pulling out now. You know,
yeah,
good luck. You know,
yeah.
that's what that is. And all the power to him. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Seriously, throw that shit over there and get out of
You
there."
know, it's bad. Now, I do feel sorry for the people that worked on Batwoman that did like the lights, the camera, the
Oh
makeup,
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah. All
that.
like the
Yeah,
technical crew and the
yeah,
cast
yeah,
and
yeah.
the crew
I
and the
understand that
all
was
that
your
stuff. Yeah,
guys. Your that was
yeah.
your
You're right.
job. That was your livelihood. And I'm sorry about
That's the
that.
only like negative. Like aside from if I have
Yeah,
to remove my emotional like investment of it aside, like from just the business standpoint, you know, a
yeah,
show getting cancelled. That's like this is one thing that I've learned as well is the reason sometimes actors will love to do shows is because you know
security
it's
check.
guaranteed check, it's good money, and you ain't got to go job hunting. The grass isn't always greener. When the
Yeah,
show is cancelled, you got to find a new show, or a movie, and that's hundreds of new jobs that need to be filled or need to be found for these guys. So I feel sorry for all the people that work on these shows because now they've got to go and fucking
yeah,
find everything again, unless DC gives them stuff to work on that's actually
yeah.
good.
You know,
Then
like
maybe
for
there
the
could
new
be a
movies
saving
that are
grace.
coming out soon, like they're
Hey, Jamie.
you, yeah, basically if they got new movies coming out soon, hire some of those guys. I mean, I once again this Gotham Knights thing. I don't think it's gonna last a season since David Zaslav is there because like if it doesn't, because fans are already complaining that they don't like it and they haven't even seen it yet. So yeah,
It just comes out of nowhere. It's like this is why I'm so happy that he's over there now. Is because DC fans will look at the name Gotham Knights. Oh yes, it's like whoa, hang on, whoa. This isn't earned. This has come from
yeah,
nowhere. Nowhere.
yeah.
This has no prior setup. It's just done for the
Because
sake of saying,
first
"Hey,
of all,
we've got it." You know.
I'm just gonna say it like this. Like, first of all, one, you not explain where Batman is at or whatever. Like, you don't know where Batman's at. You
That's
got
already a red
Nightwing over
flag.
here. You got the Red Hood. Like, I think this is the cast that's already out. You got Red Hood. He's already established. You got Batgirl that's being cosplay Batgirl. That's already like a red flag for most people too. It's not even true to the character. You got yeah, I mean, you just got a lot of negatives, like against the positives. If you get what I'm saying, like,
Apparently, It is set in the Arrowverse, but
ugh.
hell no. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Cancel
yeah, I
that as
forgot
well.
the people that are making Batwoman is actually writing the script. So
Mm-hmm. And like Steve, it's not even just Batman. It's just again, like you guys have got to understand. both me and King especially, come from the era when DC was no joke.
Was number
It
one.
was no joke. DC were fucking A game. It was what the Avengers are now. The Justice League was in the early thousands. Like, dun, 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 dun. Let me change this.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now. If you grew up in the era like me and Jacob's era, like DC was like number one in movies. They were number one on TV shows, number one in animation, number one in video games and comic books. They were sweeping Marvel, bro. Like it wasn't even close.
No,
like,
it wasn't.
Put it this way:
the X-Men and like you had
Spider-Man.
X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man, but X-Men and Spider-Man were the only ones that really competed.
Yeah,
like, Fantastic Four, Hulk, Iron Man were just kind of there, if you know what I mean.
I'll put it this way: this was quote unquote from Sony company. Like Sony was offered like all the Marvel heroes. They could have bought all the Marvel heroes, but they told the Marvel people like screw all those other heroes. We just want Spider-Man because that's the only one that sells.
Yeah, look at him now.
Now think about it. Thank God they didn't take all the Marvel heroes.
Count our blessings, because that would have been a close one. that would have been a real flipping close one right there. Jesus.
Just think about it. You have Sony Iron Man.
God, that would have been a real close one. Jesus Christ. Thank God we didn't get that. I'm just going to edit this background, but you know what background this is, King.
Oh, yeah. Justice League Unlimited. I love that show, man. Like, I'm telling y'all guys, like, listen. If you guys wanted to watch, like, if you want to watch some good quality shows, go watch some of your DC animated stuff. Like,
the one scene with Batman and I won't spoil all of it, but the one scene with Batman and Ace, like, that's more emotional than anything that's in anything.
Oh my goodness, that was feels, man.
I cried like a baby. I cried like a baby when you played Cinderella. Wait, what? I cried seriously as a kid. I was bawling my eyes out, man. I was like, what the hell? This is,
dude. Like, cause like even with Batman and Superman, like when they were talking, bro, I felt like that was like the actual like real life characters, like talking. You feel me? Like,
yep.
The fact that like Batman told Superman like, get over that Darkseid manipulated you, like in Superman the animated series or whatever. Like I was like, dang Batman, why you gotta be so cold, dog? Like you have to
do him like that.
Yeah.
And then it was amplified with the fact that when you think about the Justice League show, single-handedly managed to balance like the amount of characters in the roster. There we go, change the size of it. And they made it work. And even though, look, you got like Jon Stewart here, Hal Jordan was in the show. I think you had Wally in the show at one point as well.
No, the Flash that's playing is Wally.
Oh, right. My mistake. You got Hulk Girl here, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Martian Manhunter. And, this was the squad. But then, you get the full-on roster, and it's just extensive. Young Justice, go and watch that as well. The latest season is much better than 3. I'll say that.
Yeah. I haven't watched season 4, but like season 3, I was like...
Season 4 is better.
Yeah. I was like, I had to stop at season 3. It's like, I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah. Season 4 gets better. It gets better.
Okay. I'll take you on your word on that one, man, because I remember when
I'm only 2 episodes in, but it's better.
Because that whole entire season 3, I was like, what is this? What is this? Oh my goodness. They just sold out. Like, they sold out the show, man. Like, if you know, you know. I was like, okay, I understand. This is the election season. It was 2022. I mean, 2020. I know what they're going.
Yeah, it's just like where you kind of like go, yeah, I see what you're doing. I
don't like it.
I don't like it. Hulk reference. It was goated. It was goated.
Yeah, Batman the animated series. Superman the animated series. Superman the animated series doesn't get enough love, man. Like I'm I'm a Batman fan, but like Superman the animated series was really good because it gave us the crossover with Batman and Superman to start the Justice League. So
Yeah, I mean, it worked. It worked
yeah,
perfectly. It worked. An absolute treat. An
and then
absolute.
you got Justice League Unlimited, and then you got Static Shock, like a hero once again. You can make good hero. You can make up new heroes, and they can actually be good. Because Static Shock was like a new hero, like you know what I'm saying. Like he was fresh off the block. He was cool and
Awesome, man.
everything.
Seriously, see if you like anyone watching now or after the fact. I can't recommend these shows enough. I know everyone assumes that because it's cartoon, it's kiddie. If you watch
Oh
anime,
no!
you can watch this.
Oh,
Just saying.
I'm gonna tell you something. Most of these shows right here, they did not talk down to children. They made you they
It makes
gave
you
you
feel like
some
an
hard
adult
stuff.
watching these shows sometimes.
They made you like actually think for a minute.
There's a lot of moral conflicts as well, for a kids show. Like you're like, oh damn, what would I do?
Batman. Jacob, you know the Batman animated series episode Heart of Ice with Mr. Freeze?
Yep. I know the one.
Dog, if that ain't the most saddest episode ever, what happened to Mr. Freeze, man, how he became what he was, that was some sad stuff right there. Even won a daytime Emmy too.
Yep. Oh yeah, Moon Knight's great. It's David Ramos. Yeah, Moon Knight's great. But yeah, it's just Tristan, do seriously, really do, absolutely do. It's just
parents
I don't know,
failed you
like
if they didn't give you these things, man.
I don't want this CW shite anymore. I want this behind us, live action. This right here. That.
And my thing is this: DC has a big old vault. They got vaults of stories. It's handed to you, and you still mess it up.
Open the door, go in, and follow the formula. Like, I think the problem is we live in an era now. Like, you don't got to do it beat for beat. You want to be different, so we don't, so we get what we want, but not what we expect, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't want to do avant-garde behavior like Last Jedi behavior, and you don't want to do Rise of Skywalker behavior where you're doing too much. You want to sort of strike a Force Awakens type balance where you get a bit of both. That's what you want.
I mean,
open your eyes.
We were talking about it offline when we were talking about the Snyder Cut or whatever with Zack Snyder stuff. Like when he got to do what he got to do with it without the studio interference, it was amazing. Like 4 hours. I'm sitting like it's like 1 a.m. I'm watching this movie at like 1 a.m. and I'm like, I can't stop. It's so good. I can't do it. Like
it legitimately is that good.
Yeah.
Really
but if you tell good stories, people are going to watch it. It doesn't matter. Like people sat down for a 4-hour movie. Who does that? Especially in this now and age. Nobody. Like
people will do it. There you go. Just to give you guys an extent of the Justice League, because like the CW, as far as I'm concerned, I don't need to talk about that shit show anymore. Finally, after 4 fucking years of me ranting about it, it's finally happening. Get that crap out of here. There you go.
What's it called? You spoke it. You spoke it in existence, Jacob.
I mean, dude, I literally remember like and to get nostalgic again, like when I started this channel, I was talking about DC's incompetence, which we're still talking about to this day, same problem. But now, finally, we're getting making headway. You've got bloody Star Wars back on track. Everything is now. Order has been restored. Not quite yet, but it's getting there, and I'm happy.
Yeah, it's like I mean, it goes back to like every once in a while, like sometimes you actually do need a boss that actually needs to put their foot down. Like you can't always have
hey, this is shit. Like, out you go. I agree. Yes. ASAP.
Yeah, Man of Steel 2. Like if they do a Man of Steel 2, the
bro.
villain that I want to see is Brainiac, bro. I
Yeah.
need Brainiac.
And the reason it has to be Brainiac is you've done, you're setting up Darkseid, you've done Zod, you've destroyed buildings. You got to do Brainiac.
Because think about it, you can. I mean, let's be honest. You could copy off of Age of Ultron just a tad bit,
Just a little bit.
Because I always have a theory. I always had this theory that in Superman's ship, there's still like Brainiac is on there, like he's the AI of the ship.
Okay.
That's just my theory, though.
That would be a cool way to do it. And you see that is an example right there of how you change it, but you don't ruin it, if you know what I mean. You change it to where it's woven into the story. Sort of like how like in the Batman when he injects himself with the stuff. It could be Bane's serum, but it could also be from the Lazarus bit. It could be both. Like it could be how it's formed. Like that could be a good way to reinvent it.
It's like
Cool.
in the next Matt Reed version, you never know. Maybe Bane and Ra's al Ghul are actually tight with each other. You don't know. Like
you just don't know. You just don't know. It's just yeah. I think DC is now getting it's in a good space right now, a really good space. Because as much as the Batman's great and the Joker's great, they're singular movies. I want ensemble experiences. I want DC to be restored to glory.
You have like so many superheroes that you haven't even used yet.
Yep.
Like you even got like some of the you got some superheroes that haven't even seen the daylight, bro, that you could actually put in these series and give it like what's it called? There's a black superhero called Icon Man, dude. He's basically on the level of Superman, dude. Like I mean, I would love to see him on the big screen, like give some of these guys a chance.
Exactly. And that shows that you ain't got to make a black Superman. You have one.
You actually have one.
Right there. It's right there. And this is what I think bothers me so much is I know people label it as toxic or whatever. No, it's just one, we know our stuff. And two, we know of so many characters that would be thriving. Like, let's just say for all intents and purposes, let's just be honest. We live in a climate where people want this social justice change, okay, which is fine. But if you really want it, wouldn't you want characters that are organic to that idea? The reason why Black Panther was successful as it was, the reason why Blade was as successful as it was, is because it wasn't just pandering; it was genuinely authentic. It was there. Whereas just taking a character and making them, whatever race or gender, it's not the way.
It's lazy. It's late. It's lazy. Like it's really, really lazy. Like I mean, as much as I love Sam. Take it easy, Captain America fans. I love Sam, but like he's not Captain America. He's Falcon. Like you know what I'm saying. I want to see him as Falcon. I don't want to see him as Captain America. Like because you guys don't understand. Falcon is one of the most important black superheroes ever because he was like one of the first black superheroes. And then you just take his mantle away from him, dude. Like, that's not cool. Like, that's not cool with me and everything. Like, I know my stuff. Like,
no, and he could talk to birds and shit,
Yeah.
The phrase, do your homework. Damn right, Natalie. Hey, Yinko, what's up, brother? But it's just like, it gets to a point where it's like, you can balance things out well, and even if you have a tokenized character, you can make it work and make it well.
You can make it. You can make it work and make it well, but like, just don't make
have to
like the.
Justice League Unlimited, CVO. Start watching Arrowverse and watch that. You'll enjoy it more.
Yeah, we'll start out with Justice League first, CVO, and then watch Justice League Unlimited. It's like a two-parter.
And also, let me see if I can find the DC animated list explained, because some things are connected and some aren't.
Yeah, basically the first thing you have to watch is Batman the animated series, like because that's what started it all.
Yeah, but basically, yeah, you gotta watch that. That's required viewing.
It's
like
like
if you want to watch Avengers, you got to watch Iron Man.
it's like is Batman. I could kind of do it like it's Batman the animated series, Superman, then Justice League. Then you got a little bit of that gray area with Static Shock, and then you got Justice League Unlimited, and then you got Batman Beyond.
I mean, hell,
That's
like
basically
those are the shows that King's just read out to you guys. So those shows.
You watch it in that type of order, you could kind of get where you basically get you kind of get it where it's going.
And then if you want to watch like the animated movies, that remove these adverts. Justice League, Flashpoint Paradox, Justice League War, Son of Batman, one of my personal favorites.
Son of Batman.
Throne of Atlantis, Nightwing and Robin, sick. Batman versus Robin is good. Batman Bad Blood, awesome. Justice League versus Teen Titans, it's all right.
Yeah, that was decent.
Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay, it's actually not
that
bad.
One was pretty decent.
Iron Comic as well. Justice League Dark, I actually really enjoyed this one. Constantine
is my dude, man. Constantine's freaking fun. Like
Titans, the Judas Contract, the Death of Superman, and you see, this is what I'm saying, and I don't want to rag on Zack Snyder here for a second. Hey, Yinko, how are you, sir?
What's going on, guys?
Look how long it took them to get to the Death of Superman. They didn't just outright do it just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Then you've got.
I think it's Superman.
I can see it down there. Constantine, City of Demons, Batman Hush. That's not required viewing. You don't have to watch that.
Don't
Wonder
watch
Woman Bloodlines, Justice League Dark, Apocalypse War, and that's where we're at so far. But that's one of the timelines. Like that's one of many. I still say watch Batman Hush just to, if you're a completionist like myself. But prepare to be disappointed in more ways than one. Just say.
Just read the comic book, bro.
And the Injustice animated movie that they did, just play the game.
Lord. Yeah,
that was an L. That was an L.
Not every animated one is good. Like
no. It's like the animated department for DC is basically their MCU. Like it's 90% good, 10% shite. You know, and that 10% is really fucking just it's when I say shite, I'm talking, you know, that level, you know, like but the other 90%, cream of the crop, and that's why it's so frustrating that the CW shows have degraded the list of the characters and the rosters for so long when you've got these animated movies that, you know, are so good, you know? And they don't get the spotlight they deserve because they're animated or they're straight to DVD, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They said, like, oh, it's cartoon, so it's not edgy. Yeah.
Thank you, Natalie.
Thanks, Natalie. You paying the bills. Thank you.
Got me some more. I'm drinking water this time. I ran out of squash, so you got me a couple of bottles of squash. Thank you, Natalie. I appreciate you. And you know what, Natalie, just for you. Let me see if I can find it.
Hello there.
Play a couple of Star Wars ones.
You in big doo-doo this time.
And then just for that.
Showing me his head. Come on. Open your eyes. And
there you go. That one's for you. Thank you,
Natalie. Ingo, what do you think about the CW shows being canceled?
I'm all for it, man. I was gonna watch Batwoman, but then something turned me off, and I was like, better not waste my time.
Yeah, your time would be best served doing other stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I stopped at Smallville. That's where I stopped.
Told you. I keep on trying to tell you. Watch Smallville seasons 1 through 6 ish or whatever. Because after that, it's just like it overstayed its welcome.
Oh, thank you, Natalie. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, the game is better, Tristan. You're not missing anything.
Yeah, Yeah, what? Just do the game. Like,
the
just go on YouTube and you can watch the whole entire series, like the game played in full, and that could be the movie right for you, man. Like,
And the thing is, like with Smallville, is it looks like a CW show, but it doesn't feel like one like that.
it doesn't feel like a CW show because they actually they actually cared about the characters.
Now it's got like moments in there, like CW has, like in terms of
Yeah,
like when Flash is running,
Yeah.
spoiler, but like when he's running, it's a little bit jarring, but that's just because of budget. Like the story is
Yeah.
still quite strong though, to where you're invested in it though. That's the difference.
yeah.
That's honestly the difference between it.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? Maybe if DC can get their shit sorted in time, maybe the Flash movie could actually end up being a banger.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be in time. I think also with this David
I'll change the
Zaslav
background for
dude,
you, King.
also with this David Zaslav dude, like he doesn't like drama. So like I'm not gonna be surprised if Ezra Miller gets replaced and
Yeah,
like
because he's a businessman, isn't it? He doesn't want it's brand representation in it. You don't want it to hinder,
and
how you're looking in the media.
I think he told like the DC people to like take Amber Heard out of the Aquaman 2 stuff or whatever, because like they said that she does even more than it.
Shouldn't be in it at all, but yeah. But that's good. That's the main thing.
I mean,
I'm gonna rename this stream CW discussion.
And then I guess we're gonna have this one separated from the movie. Like,
yeah, we'll have this one separated from the movie. We'll do it depending on whenever Judge Mathis joins us.
Judge Mathis. Oh man,
Women, legends, all axed. Bye.
From what Darius told me that like Superman and Lois is good and Stargirl is surprisingly good. So
yeah, I mean Stargirl's all right, but it's like the other CW shows for me. Get rid of that one too.
Might as well. So you basically just say get rid of all of it.
Well, I mean, CVO, look, bro, you've come this far with the Arrowverse. You may as well just see it through to the end. But seriously, the DC animation stuff, man, I'm telling you, it's better. It's much better.
Oh yeah.
And you don't want to blow your brains out at it. Like it's
good writing.
Bullshit. Like Justice League has how many characters in their roster, and not one episode goes, I need to go faster. Not one episode.
There's 7 members. Like in Justice League, there's 7 core members. Yep. 7 of these guys, and Bruce Timm, the GOAT of DC animation. Like he managed to get everybody their own arc, their own episodes. So,
and they bounce off each other well.
And they bounce off each other, like the voices, like they're intertwined with that people, because what I found out is like when they were doing like Batman the anime series, Superman, and all those series, like I think her name is Andrea Romano or whatever. She's like the director of the animation department at DC. She had them all like sitting in the same room, like a play or whatever, Jacob.
Oh wow!
And like when they're reading their lines, it feels more authentic than them being in their own booths. She wanted to make it like a play type of thing inside.
Yeah, that's much better because then you get a more organic feeling.
Yeah. So like the times where Mark Hamill and like what's his name? Who plays Batman's voice again? Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy. Yeah. Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy, when they're doing their Joker and Batman scenes, they're actually in the same room, and like you could just feel the
difference versus recorded versus against. Yeah. It's much better. And I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, but for a lot of DC's openings, they use on the left here, this is their opening shots, And where are the right shots from? Like, I'm just saying, you know.
Too bad we can't show them. Too bad we can't show them like the opening, man. Like, I don't
Oh
like.
God! Anyone who's watching right now, please go and watch the Justice League opening and then come back here. And not the Whedon, not that shit show. The Zack Snyder one, if you wish, but I'm talking about the show, the OG show, Unlimited and Justice League show. Dun, 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 dun. Fucking, it was the original Avengers, man. Sake.
Arrow redeems. No. Peacemaker still wins.
See, I'm torn because I really do like the first couple of seasons.
All DC live action shows,
but they haven't really got like, too many.
Because like, if you're saying all the DC live action shows, Peacemaker is like their #1 show. Like, you just be funny. Like,
yeah, it's kind of.
Do you really want to take
Avengers B tier characters back in? We're Avengers B tier characters, basically. Yeah,
yes,
C-list even.
C-list.
Like, the Avengers were known. Like, make no mistake, everyone knew who they were. But like X-Men, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Hulk, top, all top.
Yeah.
Not even Thor was, around that.
Pretty much put it this way: go on Disney Plus, see how many animated TV shows there were, and that was like the most that you got back in the day for Marvel animated shows. Like, I'm being serious. Like,
oh, I'm happy they got rid of that, Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I hope Legends got a decent ending, but that show hasn't been good for like the last 2 seasons. Like, that show needed to be acted. That show, like, again, as I said before, these shows are already done anyway. They just needed someone to officially come and say it.
You're fired.
Yeah, to literally put it in writing, First half of season 7, 8. 8's all right for closure, but they could have done better. But yeah, I mean, I hope, that fans of the CW shows, because make no mistake, as much as I rag on them, there are people who genuinely enjoy these shows and, all the power to you. I do hope that you get your closure. But don't expect anything more. Like, even with Gotham Knights, that could be the CW's version of Gambit. You remember how like Fox had Gambit in the works, and they even had Channing Tatum casted, and it never saw the light of day, and it never will.
Yeah.
It could be their Gambit. I wouldn't be surprised. Because it could be cancelled before it even comes out.
The thing is, like, I'm not like I said, I'll never get mad at the actresses or actors for getting the bag when they're doing race swap characters or anything like that. I'll never get mad at them. They're just getting the check. Not mad at them. It's the studio. Like, they set them up for failure before they even have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, before they can even do their stuff.
I'm reading a source right now, and me, I'm all about sources and quantification and whatever.
Yeah.
But this is before Legends of Tomorrow was announced to be cancelled, and it says the CW might be cancelling 2 of its DC shows, including the still-to-air Gotham Knights and Legends of Tomorrow. And Legends of Tomorrow has just been confirmed to have been axed. So Gotham Knights could very well be next.
Yeah, because once again,
I wouldn't be shocked.
Like, it's this. The thing is, like, these companies want to make money. And if your fans are not happy, I'm sorry for the people that want more diversity and inclusion. I'm all for it, but as long as it's not forced. My thing is this: the stuff that you guys want, it's not making money. Like, that's what they're looking at now. It's like, if it's not turning a profit, it's not gonna work at all. Like, I don't care what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once again, I want people to have a job. I want these actors to. I want these actors to do good and like you're doing your passion or anything. But I also want to have a good story too, as your consumer. Like, like no one doesn't want to be taught down to. People go to watch these shows for escapism, not to be taught to and everything. So that was my thing with this Gotham Knights show. Is like, okay, Barbara Gordon's not comic accurate. Like, I mean, what are you trying to say right here? You feel me? Like you're retconning everything. Like, so.
And we can't forget Barbara Pennyworth.
God damn it, Yinko, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
It must have been a dream. I think it was just a dream that I had.
It was all a dream.
All a dream. All a dream.
Oh yeah.
All a dream.
Don't get me wrong. There was some bad stuff. Yeah. What was the what?
Oh,
what was the?
no.
Yep, pretty much, Tristan. That's business 101. If you ain't making no profits,
and it's not personal; it's professional. If it ain't, I mean, you could have, again, as I said, the example earlier, Captain Marvel, something very similar to Batwoman, but it made money.
Yeah. Well, they had to rename Captain. They had to rename Captain Marvel to like the Marvels because we know why. Like
we know why. We know exactly why they did that because they know exactly. I'll say it. No one cares about Carol Danvers. No one cares, and if you do, then all the power to you. But I was someone that I genuinely used to really enjoy the character. When I played Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, I'd have Miss Marvel right there on the team, with Storm and, all these other, that's someone else they need to get right.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that crap.
I know this is a DC.
I can feel your pain on that one, brother. But it's like, yeah, we know.
Yeah. And definitely like, and also like, I know for sure that they want to start pushing more Harley Quinn stuff too. And I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But, like let's do it correctly. Like, that's how I'm saying. Like, can we like just going forward, DC, let's just start doing stuff more correctly.
And it's not actually that hard. They make it hard on themselves by just doing the opposite of what's easy. Like whatever requires the least resistance, they'll go against it. It's really weird. It's like they screw themselves over.
Yeah.
It's not like we demand too much. What do you guys think of the Naomi show? Oh, I've never watched it.
I haven't watched it.
I'm gonna take you down. You ain't bringing home the bag. You're damn right. But then you also don't want to overplease the fans because then it gets to a point where it's like you get a rise of Skywalker. But
pretty much like with George Lucas, his wife had to tell him, "No, George, stop,
stop it," and he just went, "No, but I really want to put this in there." No.
Like this is on quote unquote. Like didn't he like want like some type of monsters on one mission? And she was like what? No, like
pretty sure.
It's like it's like something like that. Like people like sometimes you have to protect the directors from themselves. Like
they can be their own worst enemy. And it just happens by proxy. Like it's not even intentional. Sometimes it would just be because their creative mind gets to a point where it's just like, okay, now I've got to do this,
Yeah. It's like that's why you need somebody to like that's why George Lucas had to hire people to tell him like, yo, George, no. Squirts.
Yeah, just like no. Stop it. Naughty.
Like, but this will go really good right here. Like, maybe we could just do it. No, George. Like, you hired me to tell you no. Like,
yeah, it's just like, you hired me to say no, so I'm going to say no. No, George. I think we'll go for another 15 minutes. We'll go to the 120 mark. And then
for sure.
We'll round off. And then if The Departed will still be happening tonight, a stream will probably happen like within the next 5 or 10 minutes after this stream.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes, there it is. Why you gotta open up?
Treating my man like a man from the hood. That's not Killer Croc. Georgia, the jungle. Luke, I am your father. Right? It's like that thing of where I forgot who did it. I think it might have been Dave, where it was like, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. He tell me you killed him. No, I am your father. No, shut up, boy. Backhand right in the face. Oh. God, this is making Jesus Christ. This is exactly why. This is exactly why I'm gone of those CW shows.
Yeah,
I'll take Young Justice season 3 all day over that.
Wow, man, that's saying something.
I love like Superboy and Nightwing in that season. Lightning's pretty cool. I
mean, and another thing, DC, if you're hearing me, can we please hold on? Hold on.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do.
Can we please get a season 6 to the original Teen Titans? We need this, man. Come on, man.
Not Teen Titans Go, whatever that shit is. This right here.
Can we get this on season 6? David Zaslav, this is just a fan. Like, this is a fan asking you to talk to your animated team to tell you that you got a hidden gem right here. We need season 6. Come on, please. That's all I ask you. Season 6 of the original Teen Titans, please. Like, if I can't get a season 6, can I get a movie? Can I get a live animated movie? I need closure, man.
I agree. And that's another one. King, put it back on camera.
Oh. Season 6 of the original, not Teen Titans Go, Teen Titans. This one.
If you haven't watched Teen Titans, then that right there. Right there. And this is the best thing about the animated shows and movies is if you wanted to, you haven't got to do this, but Justice League Unlimited, Teen Titans, Young Justice, you can pretend that it is part of the same universe.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, but...
It's not.
But you can pretend it is. And the fact that 4 animated shows, or 3, because the first one's a sequel, 3 different animated shows with different animating departments, the fact that these 3 connect better than DCEU connects with its next movie...
Wow!
Teen Titans! Oh, God. Whew. Cyborg was much better in Teen Titans than he was in that Whedon version.
Oh, yeah. And another thing, man. Like, we could have gotten like a
okay, guys in the chat comment section, announcement. Sorry, I cut you off, King.
Okay.
We will be doing The Departed this time tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes, so we'll be doing it this time tomorrow. So you're getting a back-to-back billing with me and the lads. And I mean, hey, this is how I've been learning from the King is to always have an agenda just to be safe. So, I mean, hey, the agenda.
Agenda, man.
I say context and nuance is so important, but what is also important?
It's the agenda, man. Because if you don't have no plan, you don't have nothing planned at all.
Damn right. Isn't that right, sir?
Keep a notebook, pen and paper. Yeah.
No,
seriously, guys, like going forward, like when you guys like start getting into the adult world, whatever, it's good to start planning your schedule because if you
You're able to balance your time better. But I cut you off on your initial point, King. Sorry about that, buddy.
No, it's all good. I was just giving them a little bit of life lesson, just saying it's good to just have an agenda because like it just eases out your mind because like there'd be days where like I forget something, but since I didn't put it in there, like it irritates me because then I feel bad if I miss somebody's event or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, with The Departed being moved to this time tomorrow, we can stay on then till maybe like, I don't know, 1:30, 1:40-ish when RJ gets in, then we can talk some CW, DC a bit longer.
Yeah. Let him have like a little his say.
And then we can save The Departed for tomorrow. Because the thing is, The Departed's quite a long movie, and I really want to like soak it in. Because it is one of those movies. Just a traditional gangster mob movie. Love it.
Yeah.
Marky Mark, DiCaprio, Jack, the Joker, you want to get nuts? That guy. Yeah. Oh man. Hey, King is always prepared. It helps to be prepared. I mean, hell, like when I work on videos or when I have plans that I need to do, like it helps. Like this notebook. And the thing is, everyone always assumes that it's like, you see those videos those cringy videos where it's like, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I seize the day. I do 1,000 push-ups and I drink fucking 50 I eat 50 cows.
Right. You have a schedule plan.
And I'm organizing my next 50 meetings while I'm running on the treadmill. I'm like, all right, who the fuck does that at 5 a.m.? Fuck off. Like that's just bullshit. That's some BS right there. Get the hell out of here. Fucking those videos where it's just like,
if they talk
in character. Right, they'll be walking like this. Like they'll be walking like this. I wake up at 5 a.m. I go to the gym. I lift weights. And while I'm lifting weights, I'm communicating my next meeting with someone for some bullshit. Then when I'm eating my breakfast, I'm scheduling my day ahead of me. And then when I've eaten my breakfast, I go for another run. I run to work. I don't want to be a lazy fucker. And that's just before 9 o'clock. And then when they get to work, they're sitting in the office and they're organizing 5 more meetings. And they're fucking lifting weights in the office as well. It's bloody nuts. It's ridiculous.
That's bullshit. That's what it is.
It's bullshit. The real truth to it is getting adequate sleep, an adequate plan, adequate plan. Make the plan, execute the plan, just like Palpatine did.
Pretty much. It doesn't take that much to be successful, people. All it just takes is like repetition, and that's it. I wake
up at 5 a.m. and let me find one.
The motivational videos.
Yeah, motivational video. But there's a YouTube that I watched. He's fucking hilarious. He breaks it all down in such a funny way where it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's just like shit. You wake up at 4 a.m. and you go to bed at 12 a.m. and then you wake up and you do it all over again. You would be in the hospital. Like you'd be having like 4 hours sleep a night. Like your body's gonna collapse.
First of all, I don't care what nobody say. You are too like. There's 24 hours in a day. You're not that important, bro. Like, come on. Like, even Elon Musk sleeps like at least 8 hours, my dude. Like, and he's the richest dude in the world. Like,
it's just, it's nuts. Honestly, it's really ridiculous how these and these algorithms and stuff keep promoting it to like insane levels where it's just like, man. Like, stop. Listen, this is not healthy. This is not healthy.
I'll give you 2 people that you just need to listen to, people. If you guys are like trying to like if you're just thinking about a business input, just listen to Napoleon Hill and Earl Nightingale, and that's it. Like you don't need nothing else like after that. Like, because they're just gonna give you the raw information on how to be successful. That's it. Because that's what everybody copies offers from.
Me find it. It's called Grind Set. Where is it? A Grind Set video. Honestly, it's literally the most concocted BS I think I've ever seen in my life.
It's 5 a.m. and I'm lifting weights.
That's it. That's exactly it. Like, he rides the bike to work, leaves it there, runs back home. It's biodegradable, of course. He builds a new one every morning after his push-ups so he can bike to work the next day. Like, it's these grind set videos are fucking stupid.
Time out, player. Like, second of all, you're full of crap. Second of all, how far is your job? Like, I'm gonna start asking.
It says, I wake up at 1 a.m. and start my day by beating a man unconscious who I paid to fight me first thing every morning. It's important to have a mindset of crush the competition from the get-go. I eat 8 raw eggs for breakfast, shell and all, and down it with bulletproof coffee brewed with real Kevlar to bulletproof my digestive system. I then Naruto run at full speed to the office whilst listening to the Harry Potter audiobooks at 8 times speed backwards to improve my deep learning capabilities. The ability to learn fast is the only real competitive advantage you have in life.
Dude, you need to give that dude a like, man. Like,
hey, bro, I'm pulling this comment up, man. This is fucking hilarious. And people will think, oh, this is just hyperbole. No, this is ridiculous. This is the extent that these bloody, things will do. That these videos will go to.
Like, watch out for these business gurus that talk about they'll make you a millionaire in like 6 months. If they say that, you need to run. You need to run real quick, bro. Like,
yeah, and what I was also gonna say is that for me, I'm a very messy kind of guy. Like, sometimes I'll really organize out my agenda, but I mean, look at that. Like, I just jot stuff down. Like, when I was watching Cobra Kai for the first time, like season 4, where's my page? I didn't even write it neatly. I fucking, yeah, where is it? Hang on, there. You want to know what team I support in the NFL? There's your answer.
There you go.
NFL. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. It's literally just scrap. Like, I just literally writ a load of stuff all over this page. Like, it's. And all of them are videos that are now on my channel. So even if you just scrap it down, jot it down, it's more than enough.
Like, I do electric schedule. It's easier for me or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I still got my actual like planner, like physical planner too. Like, it's good to have both.
Oh, for sure. And this is the thing. Everybody, I feel like saying to these grind set people, everybody thinks that their way is the only way.
It's the only way.
Grind setters, Forbes, you. The truth is, it doesn't matter what way you plan out a day as long as it works.
Yeah. I was just about to say, there's no like one way to be successful, people. Like, you don't have to do the traditional route. You don't have to go to college and, go with $50,000 in debt, but that's a whole nother stream in itself.
That is a whole nother stream. The ability to learn fast is the only real competitive advantage you have in this life. I get to the office and delete all my emails. I read none of them. If it really mattered, they would tell me in person. I listen to my employees as they pitch me their ideas while I listen to Wu-Tang. It's not what they say that matters, but the confidence with which they say it. I fire 2 of them at random. During my downtime, I continue writing my screenplay for 3 different TV shows that I'm pitching to Netflix. They're all true crime thrillers, but with race-swapped characters, so I can capitalize on every demographic. I can't read the next comment. I can't read the next comment. I can't say that. Something my reflection in my office window and head out to the charity gala where we're raising billions to teach starving African kids to launch NFT projects. I get home and slaughter a goat, which one of my femboy concubines cooks me for dinner. I finish my day at 12:59 with dynamic breathing exercises in which I hold my breath until the blood stops flowing to my brain and I pass out.
These cringe videos, man. I tell you, man. I tell you, it's so ridiculous, bro. Like, yes, I pump iron for 5. I pump iron like I max out at 300 pounds.
I wake up at 3:30 in the morning after my 152-second power nap. I proceed with 4.5 hours on the treadmill while eating an entire rotisserie chicken. Sigma male.
Oh yeah, those Sigma male videos. Oh my goodness. Talking about, I have no feelings. Women.
What are these people actually doing? Just being productive for the sake of it, or actually producing something?
I'm at the point of like, the Cinnamon Red Pill people, like they have me rolling, dog. Like they be saying, like, yeah, that's right. I'm such a Chad. Like back in the day, I didn't pull a lot of women, but now I do because, like, if you do my 5-week course on pulling chicks, you definitely get the.
Someone says here the moral of the story: buy yourself a nice apartment in the suburbs, get a girlfriend, work a simple job, and go hang out with the dudes.
Pretty much.
That's it. We should react to these. I'm very tempted to do a Chosen live, just me reacting to fucking grind set videos. Shit is so ridiculous. It's insane. Like I don't mind motivational ones that basically like I listen to have you ever heard my mate Leon sent it to me. Shout out to Leon Lucci if he's watching. It was The Next 32 Minutes Will Change Your Life. I've forgotten the name of the guy, but it's like this we become what we think about kind of thing. And he talks about 30 minutes, how you can sort of change your approach to life.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Now that's cool. I love that shit. Motivational stuff, inspiring. But the grind sets of like, I wake up at 4 in the morning.
You're just talking about yourself, bro.
I do 1,000 push-ups, and while I'm doing 1,000 push-ups, I've got my coffee ready. It's like most people just roll out of bed and they show up late. They don't fuck. It's some BS.
There was one.
I don't watch it.
There was one motivational video that I like from Ray Lewis, like him talking about the 50, like why he named his number 52 for like the deck of cards on like because his mom used to get abused by his stepdad and like he used to like the way how he got really big so he can like beat up his stepdad like so he'll never touch her ever again. That was good right there, man. I was like, yo, okay, that's some feels right there, man. That was sad. Like,
yeah, man. It's that shit gets you, man. And that's why I think, there's always a correlation from our past to our future.
Yeah.
Always.
So, but yeah, man.
Opinion on Euphoria. Never watched it. Fuck me.
What?
Don't want anyone clipping that. Dude. Another Robbie video. I love DC. I love characters. Just don't force Europeans on other. Wait, hang on. It's okay to love all that you have a right to your opinion. Just don't force force Europeans on others on your next mental health screen. Can I please share my story? Dude.
I mean. Bro, like seriously, Jacob, he got to come on the show, like just be a guest star or something, bro. Like, I mean, this dude has been blessing you a lot, man. Like,
I know. I don't know what to say. You see, this is the thing. When it's £5 or 20 quid, like any donation it warms my heart. But like this, I don't know how to respond to this. Like this is ridiculous. Like it's Jesus. You haven't got to donate me this much, dude. I'm only sitting here ranting about DC. Can I get a semi-pro setup now? Sheesh. No.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like
everyone raise a toast right now to Sensei Silver Slytherin Kai.
That is name for a dojo, sir. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Hey man, like he got to roll with the Kings at least one stream.
You know what? Because this is a one-off moment here. Hang on, 1 second. Oh my god. I'll find a way. I'm going to do a live Q&A soon as well. I'm going to try and squeeze one of them in so that way I can give you guys a chance to come in and ask questions. Not tonight, but at some other point. But I think for the moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the StreamYard link into the chat, ladies and gentlemen. And Sensei Terry Silver Slytherin Kai, get up on here, sir. I want to highlight you, sir. And then you know, I'll bring a couple of you on one at a time. So first things first, Sensei Silver Slithering Kai, get in there, sir.
Good Lord, man! Like, wow, man! You got the, whew, man.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
That's
mental, man.
Hey, see, that's a blessing, bro. That's how I see it.
Oh no, he's a mod. He's already a mod. It's just, oh man. And I do want people to also remember this, that don't pay for bribery of things like, you know, don't pay ridiculous money to get privileges. But in this case, I want to reward someone that's been absolutely rewarding to me. So in you come, sir. Can you hear us, pal?
Hello, can you hear me?
Mate, thank you so fucking much.
You're most welcome.
No, I'm raising a toast. Everyone raise a toast once again. Raise a toast, everybody, to Terry Silver Slithering Kai right now.
Bro, you be blessing people, man. That's good, dude. Like, wow.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You're
That
welcome.
means the world, man. That really does.
Yeah. Can you give me a new name? I was going to ask for that too. I forgot to say it in the chat.
There you go. What would you like your name to be, sir?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you to give me one. That's why I was trying to say I love Marvel and DC, and I love all Cobra Kai characters. And then I meant to say it's okay to like all that, and you have a right to your opinion. Just don't force your opinions on others.
Amen to that, bro.
Amen. What name can we give him? I say keep the Silver Slytherin. Keep that, because that works.
Okay.
Silver Slytherin.
One books. Now playing.
Well, Silver Slytherin Kai. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think keep
That's
that.
a good one.
It works.
SS Kai.
Yeah, SS Kai. That could be a badass logo right there. But no, honestly, bro, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And you know what? For the entire time that we continue streaming for a little while, you're more than welcome to stay on for the duration.
Okay, thank you.
I really appreciate that, man. I really do.
Yeah. I just want you to build your brand. And I want you to because the last stream you were saying you weren't to do something in your studio, so that's why I sent you $100 again.
Man, dude, I fucking love you for that, sir. I really do.
Yeah, no problem.
I really appreciate that, mate. It's awesome, man. To know that anyone donates me 5 or 20 quid, and then someone goes and slap bangs 100 quid like that, man. I have no words, pal. Honestly, I have no words. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, and thank you as well.
But you're welcome to stay on with us for the duration of this stream, pal.
Okay, thank you.
Everyone in the chat, raise another toast to him again. And we have the cavalry, the goat, the man with the plan. Now, RJ, brother, this is a post-credit scene. The Kings of Pop Culture. This is a post-credit scene. So, I've got the StreamYard link in the chat. How do you feel about individuals coming in and having a little chit-chat with us for a bit?
We're doing this now? I thought we were doing that later, like later on in the year.
Oh, that'll be later on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
One question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
One question. So everyone in the chat, you're able to come in and ask us one question. But first things first, Silver Slytherin, you get the first question.
Oh yeah. Shoot, he pays all the bills around here.
All the bills.
Well, I'm calling it now that Cobra Kai is going to be up to seasons 8. So we get 8 seasons.
Ooh, okay.
And,
8 seasons.
Yeah. And you remember in season 4 at the end, I also did predict that Hawk would win the All Valley,
You did.
and I also said that Anthony would have a bigger role. And now everybody wants to talk about Anthony.
Oh man, he did call me. Yeah.
I mean, you were bang on with that one, man.
Yeah, and also
Bang on that one.
the scroll at the end of season 4. You notice how they no, I was watching another YouTube channel was talking about some Japanese had translated the scroll, and that said something like somebody can die using that move.
Yep.
So I'm thinking that Kreese might use that move and will die, but I don't know what season.
No, I don't want to die. Not playing.
It's like, yes. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. But no, I completely agree that Anthony's, now set up for a lot more than he was initially. So that's definitely something that is quantifiable at the moment. Is that Anthony's being set up for a lot more, other than just being an annoying little fucker.
Yeah. Also, I think that Terry Silver saved season 4 like he did Karate Kid 3.
Yes, he did. I agree with that one.
Pretty much.
So I don't know who, but I think somehow Terry Silver is gonna manipulate somebody. I don't know if it's gonna be Devin or somebody else. I don't know. He's gonna try to manipulate somebody.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I think it might be well, he's already cool with Kenny, aka my man RJ, right there. He's like, they're the best of friends. Like, yeah.
He smacked the hell out of your hand, RJ.
He sure did, man.
It looked like his team.
Sorry about that, kid.
Off camera, you can tell Dallas was like, "Oh."
Well, I am 52 years old, so.
2 years old? Wow.
52.
Man.
About to be 53
It's nice
for
to have
soon.
the more knowledgeable people within the fandom that can understand the nuances, the narrative, the little details of the show and the characters. So that's another testament to you, man.
Yeah.
But no, man, again, as earlier, man, I really appreciate that. And all the other donations that you gave the other day, man. It's just it's heartwarming.
Yeah. Because I believe in your channel. I don't remember when I found your channel, so I really like your videos. You have not only have you helped me, that's why I'm helping you, because you have helped me.
Wow.
That's why I want to share my story in your mental health stream.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to take up too much of that time right now. But my question is, do you think that Cobra Kai will get beyond season 8? I know you want to have a good ending, and I agree to that. But do you think we'll get more than 8 seasons of Cobra Kai?
I think it's possible, but it's all dependent on where the story goes. Like if it reaches an end game kind of level by the next season or so, then no. But if it reaches an end game level, but then there's new story going forward, maybe with new characters, could happen. It could happen. It all depends on sort of where I don't want it to be oversaturated, but we'll see how it goes. It's kind of probably too early to tell.
And also, they also said that in season 4 that Devin would be a fan favorite, but I have to say she she didn't win me over. I thought she did a good job, but
Yeah, she was cool. She was cool. I think she's one of them characters that will probably flourish more as she goes along.
Yeah,
kind of just brought in like
she gets some more screen time.
Yeah, I hope so too. But I'm just saying because they said before season 4 that she'd be a fan favorite. So
that was funny, man.
Yeah, it's Eddie Devin.
He didn't win me over.
But I do like Kenny though. He was really good. I thought Dallas, what's his name, Dallas Young.
Yeah,
I thought he did a great job.
RJ just stole the show from everybody.
Yeah, RJ.
Not like me.
RJ, Sam is the what?
Sam is the GOAT.
Yes, Sam is the GOAT. Listen, everybody, Sam was taught by Miyagi and Daniel, so you know.
Yeah.
You tell him, Slither Kai. You tell him. He's 52 years old. He already knows
And no
something.
one can argue because he's wise. So
Why?
let
So-
him know what's up, man.
Haters. Talking about like.
And I want to say that Robbie and Sam are in game.
No.
And look who's in the chat at the right time.
No.
Robbie and Sam are endgame. I
No.
fucking said it a million times. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
See, 52 years old. That's a smart man. They got their own theme song. So, like, on to the next question.
Okay, so,
One more
yeah,
question,
I
and then
have
I'll
another
get
question
back
about
to you,
Cobra Kai. So, also remember how when Miguel told Sam that that he originally brought the Medal of Honor, and she said that that Medal of Honor meant a lot to herself and to her family. So, do you think they will show any kind of flashbacks of that scenario?
Ooh. Show some more flashbacks of Miyagi and Sam and Daniel.
You
Probably
might.
like
Yeah.
season 1 because they don't. With that, you have to thread it carefully because
Yeah.
you
You don't
can't.
want to retroactively ruin anything.
You don't want to
Yeah.
like use.
Retcon nothing.
I mean, they could use the technology that. I mean, but I don't know.
It all depends on like the service of it to the story, really.
And also,
Yeah.
would they show any flashback of Sato? That's another question I wanted to ask.
I mean, they might sort of allude to it, like with that shot in season 2 of Miyagi, like fixing up Miyagi-Do. Like you could have that shot of like that establishing shot of just behind his head, where it's not him, but it's him. Like they could do
Right,
something like
yeah.
that.
You could have him like somebody voicing Mr. Miyagi or whatever. Like,
Mhm.
Daniel-san. Samantha. We're going to finish up our training.
But we know Robbie and Sam's endgame, so.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Okay, that's pretty much all my questions. If you want somebody else to ask some questions,
Yeah, for sure. Because
Bring
I
him
was
in.
initially going to round off like 20 minutes ago, but like I thought, hey, I'll carry on for a little bit longer just to give back. And but thank you, man. I really appreciate that, dude. It means the world. It really does. It's going to go into the channel and then it will up the production quality. So
yeah, I believe it. That's why when you said that last time, I said, "Well, I'll send you some more so you can build up your better contact and stuff like that."
I really appreciate that, brother. Everyone in the chat,
Alright.
raise a toast to Silver Slytherin again. Now, Silver Slytherin, I have a question for you, sir.
Yeah.
Which of the lovely, illustrious video clips that I play throughout streams would you like me to play?
Could you repeat the question one more time, please?
Those little video clips. So basically, these things.
And
Anyone in particular you want me to play?
Oh yeah, the Luke Skywalker one.
You got it.
Why does it sound like the Raimi music, bro? It does.
I think it's just when the music cuts off. It just. Oh man, but thank you, Silver Slytherin, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Oh, you're welcome.
CKW, what's up, bro?
You'll hear me?
Yep.
Oh, what's up?
How you
Going
guys
on?
doing?
Doing good.
Pretty chill.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. How are you?
Good.
What's the question?
Sorry, I got distracted for a moment. When do you guys think? Sorry, one thing. What do you think will cause the Bonsai Badass and the Queen Cobra to team up?
I like this.
I do too.
I
Oh,
like this.
I think
I
that
Go ahead, RJ.
Oh.
Yeah. no, go there.
Go ahead. Okay. So. Oh, yeah, go ahead, RJ. Go ahead, Kenny.
I think that it'll be at first I think that Sam's going to be reluctant to team up with Tori, but then I think that Amanda is really going to be the one that drives it down. Like, okay, you need to stop. Like, both of them need to stop this. Like, the beef, it's not worth it. And I think that when Silver bribing the ref will play a factor in it, and I think that what needs to happen is Sam and Tori need to have like an emotional moment, like where they relate to each other, where Sam relates, not really relates, but she understanding, like
no bickering and no stupid, no mercy, and then I'm coming for you, bit. Like, get that shit out of here, both sides.
But they need to have that because Sam needs to understand why Tori's the way she is. Tori needs to understand why Sam is the way she is. So they also, and their beef kind of start. They may have bad blood. They don't like each other, but they don't. It started. If you really think about it, it started over some petty bullshit.
Over some bullshit.
It's not like Robbie and Miguel. Where
as I said in my latest video with Robbie and Miguel, like it's over petty stuff, but theirs is more like they barely have any scenes together. Like it's just poor timing, no communication, and walking in at the wrong time. Sam and Tori have a lot of interaction, and this is actually what's good about this arc here is it uses just because they interact more doesn't mean that they're
they're cool like that.
Yeah, so Robbie and Miguel's rivalry is based on them not talking. But even if you do talk, it doesn't mean the opposite. So Sam and Tori talk quite a lot, and they still hate each other. So it's got opposite ends of the spectrum there. So it strengthens that, you know?
Yeah.
See, like out of all the team ups that I really want to see that one. Because like honestly, I'm over the fandoms going against each other. Because guess what? They're gonna be on the same team regardless. Like they're gonna be on the same team.
They'll both be doing the backpack scene together.
They're gonna be on the backpack team. I think what's probably gonna happen is they're gonna probably relate to something like Johnny and Daniel related with Speedwagon. Like there's gonna probably be some type of artist. It's gonna be some type of artist that they probably relate to or something like that. Or like, of course, maybe Tori's mom probably passes away, and like Tori just needs a person to cry onto, and maybe Sam might be that person. So, I mean, I think that's what's gonna happen. But overall, I do want Sam and Tori to team up or whatever. They're both great fighters or whatever. Sam is a little bit better, but like, they're both great fighters.
Yeah. I think the emotional reasons are there now.
Yeah.
I think
let's be honest, we got a crazy geriatric ponytail wearing dude that wants to take over the valley. He's cray, man. Like he needs to be behind bars.
Nuts. You want to get nuts? Come on.
He beat up Stingray too, and that's just not cool. Anybody else?
As long as no backpacks are involved, then we're good. But I think
Stripe. How do you feel about Sam?
Hello, sir.
Stripe, how do you feel about Sam and Tori teaming up?
I definitely am all for it. It just all comes down to who's gonna be the first one to make a move. Kind of like I think it's ultimately
on that girl.
It could not. It could go either way. I mean, Tori definitely could. I'm trying to think.
Because she kind of did in season 4 when she asked Sam if she was okay.
So, like, what?
Yeah, sure.
She gave you that Scooby-Doo look like,
But yeah, like I think it's season 5 is the season of reconciliation and bringing characters together. So I think that is the season. Time to bury it and bring them together. And I think you got a powerhouse duo right there, like Robbie and Miguel. I mean, I don't mean to hang on one second, just just putting it out there. I'll do it one more time. Other side. But with Sam and Tori, it's fascinating more so because there's so much bad blood intentionally there between them two. You know, like the kissing boyfriends in front of each other and all that fucking bullshit. And then the backpack stuff and the no mercy reversal and geez, see, this is what it's brought up now. But you know, there's a lot of potential there for them to really bond, and I think Tori's mum might play a key sort of role in that. But yeah,
overall, what's probably just gonna need to happen, and it's the same thing with Daniel and Johnny, and Miguel and Robbie. They just gotta say they're sorry with each other, and that's how you.
I'm sorry.
That's it. I mean, that's how I see it, bro.
God damn. But yeah, I'm excited to see it all kind of come together. You know, it's time. And if you really want to, linking back to a question that was asked earlier, if you want to go beyond season 8, you need to, like, season 3 shook things up, but I'm talking bigger picture. Like, we really need to shake this whole thing up. Like, close those storylines, bury them, bring them to a close, start something fresh. New direction, then you can go for another fucking however long. But now is the time to do such things.
I do like King's theory better on like ending it at 6. Actors do their own things, take a break. You know, creators want to do other things anyway. Like the big 3, they want to do other things and come back and do a movie.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Like I see like they do 6 seasons and like maybe they kind of this is sort of like a rip off a little bit, but like I can see like them doing like in Mighty Ducks 3, like the Olympics type of thing, where like Daniel and Johnny are like coaches of the USA team or whatever. I can see it like that. Like they take Cobra Kai international or something.
Absolutely, that would be a good way to take the story. That would be a good way to take that. That'd be a good way to take the story. But yeah, CKW, bro. Thank you for coming on, bro. I hope all's well with you, man.
Yeah, you too.
I think we might have some more Transformers news coming soon as well for Rise of the Beasts, so that should be pretty cool.
We'll get game 2, CKW.
Oh, see you later, CKW. Yeah. Everyone raise a toast to CKW in the chat.
We'll get game 2.
Oh man, I need a Fallen Order strike. That's because you.
Fallen
Cybertron. I need a sequel to that. But Fallen Order is pretty hot too. Make sure you check that out. But guys and girls, raise a toast to yourselves in the chat and in the comment section. Raise a toast to Silver Slither and Kai. And yeah, thank you to everyone that came on at the last minute there. But I'm going to go and get some shut eye.
Bucks and vibes. What you mean? Oh hell no!
But Silver Slither and Kai, thank you, brother. I really appreciate you. I really, really do. And
you're welcome, brother. God, thank you.
You are the freaking man, sir. You are the absolute man.
You the man, dog.
You the man, dog.
You the man, dog.
10 years ago.
Yeah. And also, while you're on stream, what's the end game ship? Just
no, bro.
Yes.
Robbie and Sam are in game.
Robbie and Sam at Endgame, ladies and gentlemen. See you all in another stream soon.
He's the oldest, so it's
ranting and stuff earlier on. And remember, this time tomorrow, minus a couple hours, The Departed for this man right here, the GOAT. Thangery-do. And raise a toast to the king.
Thank you, David Zasloff.
Wait, let me go back.
Thank you, David Zasloff. Make DC great again, because God knows we need some wins.
Hasselhoff over there, isn't he?
Straight up, David Zasloff. Yes, keep on doing it.
Raise a toast to Yinky Pinky, sir.
God bless the kings of pop culture.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Raise a toast to Cody, the man himself. Yeah. Oh, ha. I love it. And he's got a cross. Snap.
Also got a big week this week. Big week.
What's the big week?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you know, but yeah.
Screw you, man.
Screw me. Screw you.
I'm jealous of you.
Jesus. Oh, and Sam is the goat.
Right. That was RJ. And this is me. Thank you all for tuning into another edition of Kings of Pop Culture. But this isn't a full-on episodic version of the saga. This is like a post-credit scene, another post-credit scene. So you had the mid-credit scene last time. You have the post-credit scene now. And next week you will get the full Monty and watch party tomorrow for The Departed. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. Sorry, boys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us, and we will see you all soon. Silver Slithering Kai, thank you for coming on, brother. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for letting me on.
You're the man, dog. Take care, bro.
You too,
Peace
man.
out, buddy.
Everyone else, take care of yourself. We are the Kings, signing out. King,
Let's go.
Junior.
Let's go!
What the hell?
RJ.
Sam is the goat, and the goat out.
Cody. I cut him off there, sorry. Tell him the truth. Tell him the truth.
Sam and Robbie are in game. Case closed.
What?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mhm.
Sam and Robbie are in game.
Yeah,
They are.
yeah.
Yes, they
I'll
are.
tell you what, let me just make that even better 1 second. Together, Cody. 3, 2, 1. Sam and Robbie are endgame.
Sam and Robbie are in game.
Yes, they are. See you all in another stream soon, folks. Soon.